What's up, guys? Chase fan number 9 here, and I want to talk a little bit about Sunday's race, the Big Machine Vodka 400, or simply, as most people call it, the Brickyard 400. Um, yeah, it was a good race. It was good. Unfortunately, we had lots of wrecks and a 7-time champion missing the playoffs for the first time. You shouldn't have to guess who I'm talking about because it's pretty obvious. So, yes, like I said, it was a great race. There were lots of accidents. 7-time champ missed the playoffs. And I think we're going to have a pretty interesting playoff field going into Vegas this Sunday. And I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. Yeah, so I find it funny for the fact that I sat there and act like Kevin Harvick wasn't gonna win the race because I knew he was dominant because he showed it right from the start, and he pretty much dominated and ended up winning the race. He led all but 42 laps. Oh my goodness! And I find it funny. You probably seen my last video where Paul Nard announced his retirement. I find it funny for the fact that he started second last weekend. Actually finished 10th in his final Brickyard 400, which I kind of find funny, but hey, it is what it is. So, as you may have seen in the race, you know how Daytona's turn 4 is like Calamity Corner? I wonder, is turn 2 at Indianapolis Calamity Corner? Because it seems like there's always wrecks there, especially when you go underneath someone, because you saw it out of almost every driver that crashed in that shortly, so let me reiterate that. It felt like, because every time someone got under someone, they always get turned around. I'm like, I don't understand. Hey, it is what it is. But all the drivers that were in wrecks, including Jimmy Johnson, glad to see them get out of their car okay. Well, as you know, because this was the cutoff race, the pressure was high and the aggression level was put up on high mode. No wonder why there were lots of wrecks. One of the first hard ones was Landon Castle in the 00. I know he was nowhere close to I know he wasn't a playoff driver, considering the fact that I saw that he's not running for full time but not for points. Found funny that they talked to him, but it was serious crash though. But glad to see him get out okay, and that was pretty good to see. And also, I found funny that Winval 8820 was sitting there, so rest in peace to him. But don't, I have nothing against him. I mean, he's a great guy, and I hope he had a good time. Yeah, and then after that, we had another wreck, and this time, wow, I'm like, you think after winning the Southern 500 and last year's winner of the Brickyard 400, Brad Keselowski, them getting caught in a wreck, which all started when Eric Jones went under Keselowski, and they both turned. The back of Jones's car is destroyed, and Keselowski, as you saw, went sliding to the inside, and he just clobbered that tire barrier on the inside, causing his car to go almost up onto its roof. But thankfully, he was able to climb out okay. He should be grateful that he got out of that car safely, because what if he broke his leg? Why do you think Kyle Busch got that injury at Daytona? Why do you think? It's because of what? Because there was no safer barrier in that area, and I have to give credit to NASCAR for doing so the moment Kyle Busch got that leg injury. And I'm glad they put those tires there where Keselowski crashed, because it's better to be safe than sorry. Wow, the Darlington winner and the defending winner of the Brickyard 400 taken out in one wreck. I kind of find it fun. And I gotta give credit to Johnson before his wreck for missing out, trying to avoid all this trouble and leading for 4 laps, which was actually really good. I know some people are upset that he missed the playoffs. I totally understand that. But anyways, it is what it is. Then we had an incidents on pit road, and I didn't realize pit road was so narrow, especially when pit stops are hectic. I saw Chase Elliott go around. Well, it was thanks to contact from Bubba Wallace. Then there were stack ups. Johnson almost ended his day with one of those. So yeah, but it is what it is. You know, out of all the cars that could have beaten Keselowski, I think Larson had it. But unfortunately, because of the aero package that we ran at Indy, dirty aero is god awful. You couldn't get around anyone, and stretch. Yeah, and I can't believe on that final restart of the race that Harvick just checked out. And I'm not gonna sit here and act like I knew that Harvick was gonna check out. I thought someone was gonna beat. It would have been better if someone were able to beat him. But anyways, yeah. And yeah, so Logano and Harvick, the drivers who finished first and second, they both won the stages. Larson finished second both, and Johnson got some points before his crash. Then we had green flag pit stops, and it was all going good. Chase Elliott was making his recovery. Pit stops were just cycling around, and then next thing I know, guess who lost an engine in the race? Kyle Busch. You know, I had a good feeling Kyle Busch was going to get a DNF at some point this season, but I didn't think Indianapolis would be that track. Well, I'm glad he did. And I'm glad he brought out that caution because it saved Johnson's race pretty much, and aside from the wreck. But yeah. But it is what it is. Glad to see that Busch was out of the car all good and all. And of course you saw him stop on pit road, so that pretty much instigated the caution to come out. And yeah, I'm just looking at the computer here. Just had some soda earlier, and I get gassy every time. Anyway, at least Kyle Busch is out of the car. It didn't matter if he won the blue engine because he already clinched the regular season championship anyway, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, I don't really care. Like I said, if Kyle Busch wins it, if he wins it, it's nothing wrong. But yeah, I find it funny. This is the first DNFs this year for both Johnson and Busch. How ironic. Let's see. Paul Menard was up there, but he faded back, and it was a constant battle throughout the day between Boyer, Newman, Suarez, and Johnson. Yeah, they were battling back and forth, and during the final 4 laps, Austin Dillon, as you may have seen, let Newman by. No, not Newman. I mean Suarez by, I think. Yeah, I think it was the right thing for him to do. It's either one or the other, so yeah. Yeah. And then we had that wreck at the beginning of stage 3 when Johnson got under Byron and just turned himself, taking out Kurt Busch, Buescher, Tift, Kligerman, Hemrick, and Paul Menard. I'll bet you guys were waiting for something to happen to the other drivers ahead of Johnson, just so Johnson could get him. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. So it is what it is. And also another thing, I'm sick and tired of people blaming Austin Dillon for causing Johnson to miss the playoff. There were a lot of other factors that led to Johnson's bad luck. So yeah, I'm like, come on, let's treat Dillon with love and care, please. I just personally like Dillon just because he's in the 3, but I understand why people don't like him. But anyways, I'm not going to dive. But anyways, after that wreck got cleaned up, 18 laps later, we had a wreck for Kyle Larson. I'm like, Ally curse, Fastenal curse. What about the McDonald's curse? I'm like, I tell you, the McDonald's curse is taking its toll on these drivers, especially Kyle Larson. But I don't wish anything bad on Larson. Look, I like Kyle Larson. The only thing I hate is that his cons show more than his pros. He keeps wrecking a lot. At least he hasn't wrecked a lot more than Danica. Look, I like Kyle Larson. I just don't. I hate for the fact that he keeps wrecking a lot. But he'll always be my second favorite driver. If there was no Elliott or Johnson, Larson would be my favorite. So yeah. Then after, yeah, he pretty much killed his car, and then we had a wreck for Alex Bowman, who did a nice save, and I have to give credit to the guys on the cutoff line for avoiding that wreck. So yeah, Bowman got his car fixed, so it didn't really matter. And then we had a wreck for Matt Tifft, who I think Soares got into him or something, but yeah. Besides Matt Tifft, he was having a pretty good day. So yeah, I have to give credit to you, Matt Tifft. I know some people don't like you, and some people don't like him, and I understand it, but hey, Tifft had a good day regardless. And besides, that paint scheme was pretty cool too, by the way. So yeah, unfortunately, Tiff's day ended. It is what it is, but yeah. And after that, we had the restart with 9 laps to go, and Harvick, I shouldn't have to say who won because it's pretty obvious. Harvick won. Congratulations. I'm fine with Harvick winning this one, I guess. Yeah, so he won the race. Logano finished second. And, you know, if I look at the top 3 right here, I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Sorry if it kind of looks kind of blurry. If you look at that top 3, I can just picture Bubba Wallace winning that race. He was making his way up, especially after that incident on pit road early in the race with Chase Elliott. And I can picture him winning the race. I never thought the highest finishing Chevrolet would be Richard Petty Motorsports. I tell you, Bubba Wallace, he's going to have some momentum going to the playoffs, even though he's technically not in it. But that is a strong effort for Richard Petty. So, I like you even more now, Bubba. He should just legally change his name to Bubba, unless that's just a nickname you want. But it doesn't really matter. But good job, Bubba Wallace. You earned that 3rd place. And also, William Byron. Once again, another top 5 finish. Good job. Keep it up, Byron. I want to expect more of this from you from now on. From here to Homestead. So yeah, good job, Byron. Boyer 5th, Hamlin 6th, Blaney 7th, Newman 8th, Chase Elliott, nice recovery, finished 9th, and Paul Menard 10th. So good job. Suarez finished 11th, and the Dillon brothers finished top 15. Yeah, it was a fairly decent race. Reed Sorensen finished on the lead lap along with Chastain. And also, it was nice to see Ryan Sieg running this race as well. He was in the 27. He finished pretty well. He finished 24, so good job, Sieg. But anyways, that will end it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell down below to get notifications for all my videos. And with that, I'll see you guys all in the next video. And until then, have a good one. It's playoff time, everybody. Let's go get them this week. Till then, have a good one. And peace.